And now, joining me from the great state of South Carolina on the Judiciary Committee, Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, how are you?
Thank you very much, Trey. Good.
You're a lot smarter than I am. Is there an argument against border security that I have missed?
Well, the first thing, I don't agree that I'm a lot smarter than you, but no, you got this right. This bill was written for AOC and Elizabeth Warren. This bill was written by Democrats for the most liberal element of the Democratic Party. I'm going to take their bill and bring it up to the floor of the United States Senate and see how many Democrats want to vote for legalizing everybody but having no border security. How many people want to change the immigration system without E-Verify? You need a wall to keep people from walking across the street into our country, but you need a national E-Verify system so that every employee can be checked by the government to see if they're legal, and you find an employer who hires illegal immigrants, you need to fine them or take their business away. That will do more to stop illegal immigration than anything, including the wall, but none of that is in this bill. This bill was written by the left, for the left, and is so out of touch with the average American. Republicans would be crazy not to exploit this bill politically.
So it is not inconceivable to believe that this never was really a serious effort at immigration reform. This is a messaging bill, but not a real bill.
Yeah, right. I can't say it any better. This was a bill written by the Biden administration to show that he's sympathetic to the open borders contingent of the Democratic Party. If you were serious about stopping illegal immigration, then you would have a national E-Verify system to punish employers who are illegals. You would continue to build a wall. You would have a visa overstay fix. None of this is in the bill. If you were serious about the American economy, you would go to a merit-based immigration system where we can pick people from all over the world, not just on our southern border. So this is not a serious proposal in terms of passing a law. It is a serious statement by the most radical members of the Democratic Party, and Joe Biden owns it. 2022 is going to be about immigration, a lot of other things, reparations probably, but I think one of the big issues in 2022 will be the difference between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party on the issue of immigration and border security.
I want to ask you about reparations in just a second. I want you to take a listen to this and give me your response on the other side.
Would you describe what's happening on the border as a crisis?
Whatever you call it wouldn't change what we're doing, because we have urgency from the president on down to fix our system and make sure that we are better at dealing with the hopes and the dreams of these migrants in their home country.
Sounds like we got a mess on the southern border.
Well, number one, you can't fix a problem unless you understand what it is. So I'm calling on tonight the Director of Homeland Security, seems like a fine fellow, to either resign his job or to admit we have a crisis. If he can't say we don't have a crisis on the border with this big of a spike in illegal immigration, then he's just not situationally aware. He and his team needs to either understand there's a crisis and admit it, or leave their job to let somebody new come in. And I'm not asking them to listen to Trump. I'm asking you to listen to the Border Patrol agents and the customs agents who are on the border, who I talked to about 3 weeks ago, saying that these policy changes are going to lead to a nightmare. No longer do you remain in Mexico. You come, claim asylum, you're let loose in the country. The word is out all over Central America. That's why you have all these unaccompanied minors come into our border. They have family members in the United States. We no longer deport them or send them back to their home country. People no longer have to wait in Mexico for their asylum claim that's 5 years down the road. They're released in the United States. They never show up. Word is out. So to the Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, if you don't understand we have a crisis on the border, then you need to resign.
Senator, you and I come from a small state. We usually all get along with each other, but there's a little bit of a difference between you and Congressman Clyburn. We got about a minute left. Tell us what that difference is, and tell us your perspective on it.
Number one, I respect Congressman Clyburn greatly. Count me in for opportunity, but not reparations. There's a provision in the COVID bill that will forgive 120% of a loan farm loan based on a socially disadvantaged definition that's all based on race. So if based on your race, the federal government's going to give you 120% loan forgiveness. If you're a white woman in the farming business, you're left out. That is reparations. Congressman Clyburn denied it, but the head of the Agriculture Committee in the Senate, Senator Stabenow, said this is an important piece of reparations. You get your loan forgiven based on your race. There's no means test. This is a terrible piece of legislation. It's got nothing to do with COVID. And here's what I would say. Reparations divides the country. Opportunity brings us together. Let's get behind Senator Scott's opportunity zone. But clearly, to me, the Democratic Party is becoming the party of reparations. And under Senator Scott's leadership, the Republican Party is going to be the party of opportunity.
Well said. Thank you for coming on, Senator. I'll see you back home.
Thank you.